All right, Instagram. Today we have something different. We have the HKS Type 1 Limited Defense. Let's open this box. This goes for an R34. Okay, here's what we got in the box. We have compatibility, what vehicles it fits, and some instructions, which I have no idea what they mean. And also here is the speed defender with some little coding things. I have no idea what they do, but we're gonna find out. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is look at the compatibility with the cars that it's gonna go on. We're gonna locate the car that we're gonna go on. So today this one's gonna go on R34. So we're gonna locate R34 GTR right here with RB26, because that's what we got. And it's looking for SN-1. So if we go right here, SN-1, we locate and we see this is the order that these switches inside need to be flipped. And I'll probably go ahead and do that before we do the install. One of the things I'm grateful for is technology, because you'll be able to read the little keynotes and be able to help yourself. So this is facing up, and then I'm going to move this just like this, as this is SN1 on this little dial, and yeah, see where it goes. If I'm looking at this correctly, it looks like I have to flip this on, which is easy, and that the 2, 3, and 4 are all in the right positions already from factory, where some of them are slightly different. So that should be pretty easy, because this is already set up mostly. Just had to toggle number 1 for the R34. All right, thanks to our Google Translate, I actually had to start over here and read it all the way down over here. We have yellow, which will be our signal output. So coming from the speed sensor, this should get wired, and then going back to the ECU, this white wire should be going in, and this blue one is optional. It's for like lap counter, like going around the track, and this one is your normal power and ground. So with the help of some Google Translate, we're gonna get these installed. All right, so one of the things we need before we install this is we need to go to find our ECU pinouts. Now, I like to use wiring specialties on this. Hopefully it is correct, as this is kind of the general, it doesn't specify whether, you know, there's a couple little small variances of RB26. So I'm gonna go ahead, print this out, which I already did. And I wrote, I'm gonna grab an ignition switch power, just so this module doesn't stay on all the time. And then I noted that the yellow output, I need to pick that up from the engine harness before it goes to the ECU. And then the white wire needs to go to the ECU as an input. And then this ground we grabbed all the way over here. Yeah, so I circled these, and I'm gonna go verify some wire colors, and then I'm gonna detach and attach this module to it. All right, right here we have the lovely R34 GTR, and the first thing we're gonna wanna do is locate our ECU now that we have all our information down, and I know already it is right here. Hopefully this light doesn't interfere with our visual. Anyways, we gotta pull this side cover off. Boop, boop. Pretty easy, has pop-in clips. Right here, here's our ECU, has 1, 2, and a third 10 up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those 3 10s to have better access to the ECU. So check it out, I have the ECU removed, I have the connector removed, and what you wanna do is make sure that you're reading the connector right. On this one, you can tell it's behind the connector that you're supposed to read it. So sometimes Nissan can flip-flop whether front to back. Ah, fuck. Things you want to do is double check your wiring. I accidentally wrote down 52 because it was next to that, but it's actually 53, the connector that we need for the speed sensor. So you want to count 51, 52, 53. So we're going to look at 51 is an empty cavity, 52, and then 53. We see it's a yellow-red, and then we're going to separate that, and then I'm going to toss a zip tie behind it, so then I don't have to go looking for it again, and then I can mark all of this wires that I need, and then decide where I'm going to tap into to make it a good clean finish. And then you want to make sure you see this indicator right here. it's the same as right here, because some Nissans you can be reading from the front of the connector or the back of the connector. So I'm gonna grab my power and ground and start splicing. All right, so some changes were made. I have the generic RB26 printout right here, and so 20 and the other one that I wanted to use, 45, was actually empty on the RB26 R34 GTR, which is fine. They still share a lot of the similarities. So I ended up grabbing the power from 49 and 50. We're gonna go inspect those, and it looks like it's the same throughout all the years. So all our wires should end up in one place. So I'm gonna go back and re-inspect. Now we're going after 49 and 50, and 49 should be the power supply. So that's this black and white wire, and this should be the ground. And then what I'll do is hook this ECU back up, put a lead on the back, and test it, make sure we have, you know, the right power and ground. So I actually have the car running. I want to make sure this is powered down, but I'm on pin 49 and 50, and seems to be operating good. I have my voltmeter at 20 volts, which it should be at 14.3. That's with the car running, and 12 volts off. Anyways, now to wire this thing in, now that I know that I have this thing, all the pins corrected. All right, so this all came in the bag. Cool old Japanese stuff. We're into more modern, sleeker shit. So all this clipped, 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 clipped. That guy can stay. So we're gonna strip these back, and then put a nice connector on there, make it look clean, because I ain't trying to have that. And this little sticker needs to go cover that piece, so we'll do that right now. Boop, boop, because I should have my settings correct. So this is so no one can tamper with it. Beautiful. On to the next thing. All right, check it out. Stripping wires. These ones you only want to do a little bit. Alright, so what you want to do, test fit this. You only need a little bit, so I have it cut. Throw that guy in there, terminal. And put that in there. Boop. Squeeze. Boop. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Now just 2 more to go. So this is the module side. Much cleaner, much better than these. Got the sticker on. Now to go install this inside the car, which I have to make some small leads to connect it all together. One thing I want to note is that we use professional automotive grade wiring tools. So this only has a positive and a negative, where this one is cut in half, because one's going to come out of the speed defender and one's going to go back through and scramble the signal. Anyway, so I just want to show you that this one's used as a pass-through, and you guys will probably use something different, but just in case, I wanted to show you the things that we use and the style of connectors that we use. Yeah. Quick tip, since all these wires are white and I'm kind of do a little heat shrink loom, I dotted everything. So this is going to the ECU, so I have 1 single dot. Speed sensor has 2 dots, and then so forth, power and ground. Just make little notes for yourself to make things easier, especially if you're trying to do things clean. All right, so look at that. Connector, speed defender, all nice. Now, just put the plastic on, and no one will ever see it again. Going straight into it, I dropped the phone.
Oh man, this guy's getting right in my way.
Yeah, there is a cop right there. We're in the R34 testing it.
That's good that I didn't straight up pass that guy going 100. That's probably a good thing.
It would have made my YouTube video better.
Yeah.
We get pulled over testing this speed defender. Sir.
What are you doing, sir? Oh,
well, we gotta make sure we go 120.
I was just I don't even know how fast I'm going miles per hour. I'm only doing kilometers. That's all I know. You know, I'm just kilometers. That's all. All right. There's still a lot of traffic on the Beltway right now. Actually,
there is.
What is going on? Why is there
to mud things in a fucking car.
Yeah. There's no way I can hit one.
Don't get taken out by that big truck.
Like, there's no way I can hit 180 in this thing. Oh God, I'm gonna run into a car. Okay, yep, we gone over 180. Oh my goodness.
It
Why
works.
is there so much traffic in Houston all the time? I mean, in Mexico all the time.
Oh God. It works though.
Yeah, I could swear I went barely over 180.
Yeah, no, I saw you went over 180.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that one more time.
Okay.